Welcome to the Windy City Benders podcast, presented by Beer League Talk, with your hosts, Nolly, Poetzy, Jarom, and Tanner.
What's up, everybody? What up? Poetz is back. Super pissed I missed the pickle interview. But
Poetz is finally back. He finally made it, walked all the way back to his house from last week.
Yeah, because I didn't leave my house.
Yeah, because your car got towed.
Thursday, so.
And you had to walk home.
Yeah, my car has toes and stuff.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan toes. Totally.
Off to a great start.
You guys, you crushed it with the pickle interview. Super upset that I missed it, but happy you guys did well with it. Full cast today. Poetz, along with Nolly.
Uh-huh.
As well as Jarom.
What's going on?
Not too much. And Tanner in a new apartment, apparently.
Hey.
That was last week.
Yeah, apparently that happened last week. Nobody knew about it.
Well, yeah, it was the new apartment when the ice cream truck and everything. Yeah, if you listened to last week, you'd heard me talk about the ice cream truck.
New apartment. So whatever. We're definitely not salty or anything like that.
No, not even a little bit. Not because you move farther away. Next thing we're gonna know you're gonna be in Milwaukee. So
Milwaukee or back in Columbus. I don't know.
Yeah, never know.
I'm shooting for Minnesota. I want to get that GM job, but Bill Guerin took it from me. So
rat bastard.
You have the leather face.
This is.
I just realized what you said. Like, oh my god, boy, Billy G.
Oh, Billy.
This is episode 71 of the Windy City Bender podcast, presented to you by Beer League Talk. We are going to call this the backwards 17 seconds because because I'm from New Jersey now.
No, it's the clause. It's because, you know?
Because.
Jesus.
No laws with the clause and stuff.
Because we had a pickle interview and a bowling interview, and that was backwards, and 71 backwards and 17 seconds, 2013 Stanley Cup champions. Greatest season of all time.
Yeah, conspiracy.
Totally. Credit to Nolly for figuring that one out. Nice job. Because we were gonna go with the David Clarkson, and nobody wants that. So
yeah, Illuminati confirmed. Nolly's a part of it.
100%.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah, hey, let's not put that out there. Government can be tapping in right now.
Well, the government's a part of it, so.
So,
all right. Well, Illuminati, I wouldn't be losing my hair.
God, we got into a really bad dive at the lake house. It was two times ago, two trips ago. Talking about like Illuminati and like shit like that, and like conspiracy theories. We talked for about 3.5 hours. Was that last time too?
Last time, yeah, because they got to
every time we go up to the lake house.
You were talking about aliens, and Roy's like, I didn't know Nolly was so into this. And then I walk in the house, go get something to eat. I open the sliding door. All I hear is, yeah, fucking Trump and the Democrats and the liberals. I'm like, just slide.
Oh yeah, that was day one. I totally forgot about that. We did get pretty into that. But we're back now with episode 71. We're going to go and start ahead with a little bit of Hawks talk.
All right, cool.
Hawks!
There it is.
All right, thank you.
I want to see what would happen, you know?
Yeah, nothing.
I mean, it was going to be just a pause in the episode for forever until it happened.
Yeah.
We can cut the pause.
And they're gone.
And they're gone. And I'm broken.
Nolly, you found something pretty cool on Reddit today about Patrick Kane and series clinching games. Why don't you talk about that real quick?
You're gonna make me talk? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Well, you gotta let me know when we're gonna do this.
Dude, there's a list right in front of you.
Oh yeah, there is.
No, I can't read. Server error.
You want me to do it?
No, I got it. So
Okay.
yeah, somebody posted a Reddit talking about just Patrick Kane in elimination games, and in games where his team could clinch the series, stave off elimination, or Game 7, Patrick Kane has 48 points in 35 games, 20 goals, 28 assists. He also has 3 series clinching goals in OT. Obviously, we knew that one. but like it's just people raving about how clutch he is, and it's not even on the Hawks Reddit page; it's on the NHL Reddit page, and I'm like, fuck yeah. But no, it's like it's just insane. Like looking back at his career so far, and like just putting it all together, like you know how good he is, but like just looking at those kind of numbers, it's unreal.
I just want to point out, do you
40,
guys remember
48 points in 35 elimination games, 1.37 goals per points per game.
Hey, do you guys remember the story about, or not the story, but it was like a clip of like this girl that was like a reporter that was talking to Kaner after he scored that series clinching OT Kings goal, and she's like, "Have you ever scored such an important goal before?" And he goes, and like in overtime, he's like, "I mean, I can think of one." From like 2013, like, oh my god, that was so funny.
Did you see that they just came out with an article about that? Because that was Peggy Klasinski, I think, from Channel 5. There's an article that just came out about that. I guess something had just happened in her family, like somebody just passed away like the day before or something like that. And she was like, you know what, I'm just going to go to work. Maybe that'll get my mind off of it. Something horrible happened.
Yeah.
And she just wasn't thinking straight, and she said something stupid. And
I mean, it's not like I didn't trust her like judgment and like she didn't remember anything. I just thought it was like a very like, that's kind of funny though. Like,
right.
Especially with the reaction where it was just like, I mean, I can think of one.
that shit went like national news. Like it got to like ESPN and stuff. People were talking about it, and like she almost lost her job over it, and she actually had like a sabbatical. Yeah. There's just an article that came out about it like a month ago. I totally forgot about it until you just said something. But she's back now. So I thought that was – but she was like, I really appreciated the way that he handled that, because anybody else could have just been like, you're an idiot. Get out of the locker room, you know?
Right. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad she didn't lose her job, because that's just like a silly little thing, you know? Yeah. That's cool. But that's funny, though. I mean, like, at the time, funny.
Yes.
I mean, if anything, it got them more – like, it got her out there even more. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So Patrick Kane's got some sick fucking playoff numbers.
Who would have thought that he'd be good in the playoffs?
I don't know. Ever watch him play?
Not the past 2 years in the playoffs. Ooh. At least we got this year.
Yeah.
Did you go into the comments in the bottom too?
I went through some, not all of them.
Yeah, what's up?
Like Kane's playoff points per game is .97. 123 points in 127 games, but 48 points in 35 elimination games. Compare that to 9 elimination game. He has 75 points in 92 games for a .815 point per game. Then jumps to 1.37 points per game when shit gets real.
He's a big game player, honestly. Like that's really all that it comes down to. Like when the going gets tough, he's ready to go.
I mean, can you think of anybody else in the league right now that is as clutch as he is? I mean, yeah, there's Mr. Game 7, but other than Game 7s, he's not as big. Like Kaner, when the time comes, he just fucking shows up. And there's another somebody else posted on there in the comments too, like his time on ice during regular games compared to elimination games, and it doesn't change. Like he's not on the ice more than usual, so like he's getting more chances. It's just he fucking gets the job done. Like I literally don't know anybody else that's more clutch than he is.
Well, here's a better question. Has there really been another team that has been in that many positions in the past 11 years?
Penguins.
Blackhawks have.
Pittsburgh
right.
Penguins.
So, I mean, really the only person you could think of at that point is Crosby, Malkin maybe.
Yeah.
But still, even at that point, the wealth was spread so far with the Penguins in their championship runs that it wasn't just one person.
You know what else is kind of crazy? Looking at those stats of like just the Hawks in general, did you see what their record was after the first round? If they win the first round, what their record is?
10-1.
10-1.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Alex Martinez.
But that's insane. If like the Hawks, like right now, like that team with that core, like their record, they make it past the first round. I mean, at least since 2010, because we know like the year before they lost in the third round, but since 2010, their record is 10-1 if they make it past the first round. Like that's just fucking crazy.
Well, look at this stat too. In Game 6 clinchers, they're 10-0.
Yeah.
81 in multiple overtime games.
Hawks in 6, baby.
Always.
Always Hawks in
Always.
6. Bet right now. First round, Hawks in 6.
Hawks to make the playoffs in 6 games. Boom, done.
Last 6 games of the year, they're gonna make it.
It's fucking good.
Well,
But yeah,
not only do they win championships at the NHL level, but also at the prospect tourney, where they are the reigning champions. How are you, transition? Thank you.
There you go.
Going back to the prospect tournament last year, pretty sure DeBrincat scored an overtime game winner to win the whole thing. It was actually a pretty cool game to watch. I think you could live stream it. Hawks are going right back again, Traverse City, Michigan, from the 6th to the 10th of September, where they're going to have a pretty damn good lineup once again. Kirby Doc is going out, Boquist, Bodan, a bunch of
Entwistle.
Entwistle, yeah. And the head coach for Rockford, Derek King, is going to be the coach out there. So usually really fun games to watch where you can kind of see what the future looks like, get to see some players that you're probably going to see a lot of.
I'm pretty fucking stoked to watch Boquist and Doc just light it up because, I mean, looking at what Boquist did last year in the O and what him and Doc have been doing in like all these prospect different games that they've been playing in, different tournaments. Like Doc was in the the summer showcase for the World Juniors, and he just fucking lit it up there. Like I'm so stoked. I'm so high on these two guys, and like everybody else. Like I'm just excited for it. But these two guys are gonna be fucking awesome.
Well, it's also going to give us our first look at Philip Kurashev.
Yep.
He played in the CPHL that week. Then all the prospects played. That kid is fucking fast.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a Victor Stahlberg fast, but has nothing else, or
Hey, he hit 3 posts in like 25 seconds.
Definitely.
he also got an assist on Brian Bickle's OT winner against Minnesota in 2013.
That's
Ooh, yes, he did.
Off
He
the
chased
Johnny
it.
That
Oduya
would be
glass.
trivia from the other day.
Chased that puck down and then threw it to the front, and Bickle did a little forehand backhand 5-hole. Boom.
Yep. No, but I'm stoked, and you got to think that Bodine and Boquist are going to be out there a lot together. So I'm kind of excited to see what them two can do together, and I'm kind of excited. The Hawks have been kind of hyping up Entwistle a lot. I don't know if it's just because he was a part of the trade from Arizona.
He's also a first-round pick.
Yeah, he was, and he's actually won. I think it was the Memorial Cup back-to-back years in junior.
From Arizona. I thought it was from Nashville.
No, he's from Arizona.
He was in the Hossa trade.
Yeah.
Who's the guy they got from Nashville?
Mm-mm.
No, who was?
Edge Cell.
Oh, yeah, that's Victor
Yeah.
Yes. Those are too close.
Wow. Entwistle and Edge Cell.
Then they both start with E.
Yeah, that one.
Congrats, you found a letter.
Oh, actually, he was a third-round pick. My bad.
I mean,
But
he's
number
just
69. He's number 69 in the draft. No big deal.
nice. That's better than going first round. But no, like at the convention, like him, Doc, and Boquist have been like locked at the hip. They've been everywhere together. They were at the convention together. They like did everything. The Hawks have a podcast out now, and they all did a podcast together. And I guess all three of them are living together. Like it's those three guys are like becoming best friends, and that's what you fucking want.
You know what? I'm wondering
prospect.
if the Hawks like front office staff was like, you know what, we're gonna market the fuck out of these guys. Here's what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna live together for the first 3 years of your contract. We are gonna do a podcast with you guys. We're just gonna keep you guys together, make sure that we're keeping you, kind of cohesive.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's they wanted Entwistle involved in that, or if he just naturally gravitated towards those two. But I mean, Doc and Boquist are the two biggest prospects that the Hawks have right now. Like they're going to showcase those two guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And add Bowden to that too. Like those four, they're like religious attack, like quadruplets there. Like they're just fucking.
Well, I mean,
they're like
not even Entwistle, but like if you throw in like Ian Mitchell, like it's fucking lighting it up too.
Like at the CPHL, you think those four guys grew up together? They played each other their entire lives. That they were like best friends since birth. Because like the way they were joking around and having just a good time, I'm like, fuck, just this rolling right here is gonna be fucking worth it.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited. I don't remember if we talked about it last episode or not, but I really think Boquist is gonna start the season with the Hawks. I think they're gonna hold off on Dehan just because they really want his surgery and everything to like make sure he's 100%. And I think Boquist is gonna start just so we can see what the NHL is like. And I really think Doc's third line center this year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So
Can you imagine if you have Doc, Strome, and Taves down the middle? Literally the three exact same players.
Doc's got the most size too, and he's the youngest, which is sick.
I know. And all he can learn from fucking Taves. Like,
well,
come on.
I would kill if Marian Hossa could come back and just be like a player coach, kind of like Campbell was.
Well,
and
he's still in the
attach
NHL,
him-
so
Well, yeah.
technically.
I think he's going to lose his contract.
But just God, if he could like attach him to Doc's hip with his size and just the way that he could possibly play, especially as a two-way player,
Yeah.
would be beautiful.
Everything that it was supposed to be.
Yeah. Who knows?
Ooh. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Somebody
Exciting
just
times.
fell.
What?
Sounded like somebody just fell in the background.
Oh no.
Oh,
Don't worry about
all right.
My girlfriend tripped. She's naked and wet.
it.
So the Hawks, they're going to be playing against the Jackets, Stars, Red Wings, Wild, Rangers, Blues, and Maple Leafs.
Sick the Jackets. They gotta have a stellar fucking prospect pool.
All those teams are going to be split into two divisions, and they'll play interdivisionally until the championship.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Until the championship game, where the two first place finishers will play against each other on the 10th of September.
And then 15th training camp.
Mm-hmm.
Get your bobbleheads.
Get your
Oh,
bobbleheads.
yeah.
Real life. Get those bobbleheads because those things are cool as hell.
No, also don't because I want to get mine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, also
Or-
don't get the bobbleheads.
Or go get bobbleheads, but get us some.
Yeah,
That one.
that also.
Everyone agrees. There we go.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Just get 4 extras. Everybody get 4 extras, and we'll
Everybody get 4 extra.
yeah. You give
So
them
we'll
to
have
us,
4. We'll definitely have 4. That's dope.
and then
Everybody
we'll
gets 4
and then we'll do giveaways.
from
not.
what you
Just
gave
one of
us.
those.
Yeah.
No, we each
we'll,
get
like,
one.
Well,
I still want to get a Hawk or like a Caner one and put like a little hoodie on him so that he looks like seriously where the wild things are. Like I wanted to do that so bad. It's like the little ears like pointed like on top of the helmet, and then just like put like a gray hoodie on him. It'd be fucking sick.
You're really fucking into this idea.
Well,
Yeah,
my
but-
mom would love it. So
My mom read me that book all the time. Favorite book.
favorite book.
look is tight.
Weed is
Yeah.
tight.
Blackhawks are trying to follow the championship the championship line that's been set by Tommy Hawk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, winner of mascot of the year. How much of it is because he beat the shit out of that guy?
So is this an NHL thing?
Yes.
Who
So
votes on
after
this?
31 years, what are they gonna do?
Well,
I mean, you can go back to that.
I don't know.
Wait, is it not voted on? What do you mean? Why is it 31 years?
Because there's only 31 teams.
It's voted on by the mascots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
why-
can't fucking
why,
talk.
Why do you need? What do you mean
Online.
31? Like
You gotta have a mascot of the year every year. After 31
Yeah.
years, I
Yeah,
mean,
who says the same one
everybody's gonna
can
get
win
it.
it more than one time?
Because I do.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
Stupid.
you're not in charge of this thing.
Yeah,
Wait,
because it's dumb.
what are you talking about? Like Tommy Hawk can win it again next year. It's not like
He's also
a-
in the mascot Hall of Fame. What? How do you get into that? How do you not get into that? How bad of a mascot are you to not get in the mascot Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Maybe you are a mascot at a high school. You ever think of
Um,
that face?
That you think Bobby Moe is gonna get in?
No, I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about like professional. They're the best of the best, you know. That's how that goes.
Well, they're not mascot of the year quite like Tommy Hawk.
Bam.
Bam.
Yeah, well, Gritty should have won.
Yeah, I'm surprised Gritty didn't win. That man is all over the place. Did you guys see the video of Gritty?
It's probably because he streaked. Yeah, I did. Holy shit.
Are you doing what?
He's axe throwing.
Yeah, he was axe throwing. He drilled the bullseye and then just kind of missed low and just held his hand out and like demanded another axe. And then somebody like almost too slowly gave it to him because he just turned his head and stared at them for a second. Like he was about to throw it at them instead. And then he fucking threw the axe and just went like side by side in the bullseye. Like it was crazy.
Unreal. It was actually really
still
nice.
Terrified of that thing.
I love the squeakers on the hands. That's hilarious.
I
Hate it.
I also love the fact that he just doesn't give a shit about kids and will like throw them around.
Oh yeah. Remember when he threw that one kid headfirst into the boards?
I don't give a shit about your kids.
He trips goalies all the time.
Yeah, he tripped a goalie and then he threw a kid. The kid slid headfirst into the boards.
Fucking deserved it.
Well, they're made of rubber. It's fine.
Yeah. What, the kids or the boards?
They blocked the rubber.
Yes.
The kids. All right. Well, yeah. Tommy Hawk.
There's a lot more mascot talk than I thought.
You were the one that provoked it.
Well, we need something, clicks and views and whatnot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hashtag Tommy Hawk, best Hawk.
Best talk.
Best talk. Jesus.
Most points of the year this year. Career high.
Mhm.
I mean, he's
going
only
to come out with
the trophy, right?
Yeah.
It's fair.
There you go. There you go.
Do you think after a while they're going to come out with a top mascot list on NHL Network like they have been with the top player lists?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Like top 100.
I would love to see the list of just missed and see like Gritty just miss it and see his reaction video of just missing the top 20. That'd be fucking awesome.
That would be hilarious.
That's a mascot thing I can get down on. That's fine. I'm all right with that.
That would be funny. I would enjoy that.
Ah.
But for now, we'll just have to settle with actual NHL players.
I was gonna say, should we add a mascot segment to our show every once in a while? Like this was
I don't
great.
think Nolly can handle it.
I don't know if I can.
Look at what we did to him. Look at his face. Look at his hair.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Look at the stupid tan line.
Yeah.
It's not even a tan line. It's a white mark compared to the sunburn.
Everybody's gonna be able to see this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's going on YouTube, so
on YouTube.
I'll
Man.
say.
The fans ask.
suck it. Now I got to make sure my hair looks good. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
It's the trophy
Figure it out.
over again.
Well, NHL Network has finished up their list with the top center, top wings, top D, and now finally top goaltenders. Where do we want to start?
I mean, we can just go the way they did. Top centers.
All right. The top centers, very, very speculated that Jonathan Toews is not on this list, even after the year that he had last year.
You mean the career year?
Career year. Yeah, that one. Starting with number 20, going to 11, Elias Pettersson, Sean Monahan, Nicholas Backstrom, Logan Couture, Evgeny Kuznetsov, sniff, sniff, Jack Eichel, Sebastian Aho, Evgeny Malkin, Ryan O'Reilly, and Tyler Seguin from 20 to 11. How do we feel so far?
I don't know.
That's how I feel. Ugh.
Yeah. So like Elias Pettersson, don't know if he's on the list yet. 1 year, but also he was dominant the entire year. So like
He got hurt too.
and he still fucking lit it up. And that whole team just went downhill when he was hurt. Like Besser's numbers went down, Horvat's numbers went down, like everybody's numbers went down when he was hurt, and then he came back and they just started lighting it up again. But it's hard to throw a rookie in
Yes.
these top 20 lists because it's a one-off,
Right. And I mean it is top 20 centers right now.
That's true. That's true.
That's
I don't know.
So
About
the other one, well, I guess two. I don't think Kuzi's top 20.
yeah.
I mean,
He
go ahead.
he's so hit or miss.
Yeah. He can dominate games if he wants to, but he can also be absolutely irrelevant.
Yeah.
And I don't think he had that great of a year last year.
No, he struggled last year after the cup run.
So
I mean, he had 72 points. Yeah, 21 goals.
What did he have the year before?
83 points with 27 goals, 56 assists, including 30 points in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess coming off the cup year, he seemed down, but he still had a good year.
Well, I think I know what you're talking about because like his like breakout season, he put up 77, and then the next year he put up 59, and then last year was 83, and then it's back down to 72, where it's like up, like go a little bit higher, and then bring it down a little bit, and then like watch next year he'll hit like 90 or something.
Right. Yeah.
So what you're saying is he got super high, and then he
and that's
got,
it. That's
got
it.
down a little bit, and then he got
So
himself
then he got high again.
And then he kind of came down from the high a little bit. So are you saying he's trying to get high again?
So like
he's on his way up. Yeah,
he's trying to get high again. Okay, cool. I was just
so
trying
like
to
a
make
video
sure that
came
we were
out
on
and
the-
he said like, go ahead and drug test me, and he went low.
Yeah.
The other one, I don't know how you guys feel about this guy. I'm not very high on him. I don't think he's that great. Jack Eichel. I'm not. I don't think
You've
he's
never
top
been a big
20.
Jack Eichel guy.
I'm really not, and I don't see why people are so high on him. I think he's a very selfish player and kind of individual. I think it's all about him. That's the way it seems, at least. But I don't
does
know.
that
Like
take away from the fact that he's very good.
Yeah, I think it kind of does, because he could be so much better if he was more for the team. Like he can make other people look better, and that way he would look better also. He would put up more points. I don't think he's this big game player like everybody thinks he is. He's not. I mean, like he's very skillful, but he's not a hockey guy. Like he just goes out there to try and put up points.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a very great centerman. I think he's just a skillful guy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he's a really good hockey player for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. He's not a center or anything else. I don't know.
I think, with some of the issues that you're talking about, I think it's more so him just kind of being passionate about finally getting a winning team. He might be overstepping his boundaries a little bit with the whole, I'm not going to play for this coach type of a thing. Especially he's gotten one full season under his belt where he hasn't been injured. So
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Not even a full season.
But I mean, at the same time, though, you kind of have to, I don't know, not necessarily respect, but you can't really blame him for wanting to be passionate about having that kind of a team, whether he's going about it the right way or not. I don't know. That's just the way.
I mean, okay, well, back at you though. Like, what does his passion have to do with him being a good hockey player? Like, it doesn't show on the ice that he's passionate about it. It's passionate about him being him. I don't know, but like he's supposed to.
Arguments.
No, he's supposed to be this big goal scorer. He hasn't hit 30 goals. He has 28. That's his most he's ever had last year.
How many games?
78 or 77. I mean, he had 82 points last year, but he's supposed to be this big goal scorer, and he had 28.
He did put up a lot more assists though than he's used to putting up.
Yeah. And a lot of that's Jeff Skinner thing.
And
yeah.
Also, 28 on a not so great team.
He had a 10-game
Probably on
win
a
streak
good
this
team.
year.
Yeah,
Jeff
I know.
Skinner
And
had
then after
40.
that, they didn't win a game for like a month.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, that could be
He was
part of
only
it
like
too,
2
though.
games in first place.
Yeah, but that could be part of it too. It could be some of him that made them not start winning or start
Never
losing.
know.
I don't
Never know.
My one other person on the list,
On the top or in the
20 to 11.
20
I
to
think
11.
I think this guy should be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Ryan O'Reilly.
Yeah, 100%.
I
also think Malkin should probably be higher too.
Malkin should be, yeah, but Ryan O'Reilly, dude, he just won the fucking Conn Smythe, and he was literally the only player on the Blues last year that had a good season. Like
all the way through.
A lot of players had like okay years and like had a good end of the year. Like he was their best player by far the entire season. He's one of the best two-way forwards in the whole league, and he has been for a long time.
Yeah,
He's pretty damn good.
I agree. He definitely should be up there a little bit more.
I don't know where you put him, but I think he should be.
Is there anybody else other than Jonathan Taves that you would want to have in that 11 to 20 instead?
That's the thing. I don't know. I would.
It's a hard question.
Yeah.
There's a million centers out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't dive too far into it. I don't know.
General question.
Yeah.
Well, the top 10 then, starting at 10, Braden Point, Mark Scheifele, Steven Stamkos, Patrice Bergeron, Austin Matthews, John Tavares, Alex Barkov, Nathan McKinnon, Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid. I thought this one was pretty on point. I thought maybe Bergeron over Matthews and Tavares. Maybe get Bergeron up to 4 instead of 7.
I think maybe Braden Point got in top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was phenomenal last year.
He was good. 92 points.
He's the type of person I would put like O'Reilly or Malkin in front of.
Honestly, I'd keep Point in there and I'd drop Stamkos out. Because you got an ice cream truck over there or what?
Just a fucking small dick having motorcyclist, no big deal.
Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd take Stammer out. I mean, Stamkos is still a great player and everything, and he's a great leader for that team, and he can still put up goals. He's obviously has a gift for scoring goals, but I don't know. I mean, like a guy like Ryan O'Reilly, he does fucking everything, and I don't know. It's easy for Stammer to get points when he's on a power play with Kucherov and Hedman.
And Braden Point.
I know, but like still, I think Point's not on Kuch's line.
They're all on the same power play, though.
Yeah, but like not on a line together.
There was a time during the season that Braden Point had a hat trick, like a natural hat trick in like a 2-minute span, and it was all power play goals.
I know, that was unreal. Their fucking power play's stupid.
Yeah.
And they went out and got fucking Shattenkirk and fucking Patrick Maroon.
I'd be really curious to see like all these players in a situation like where like Tavares was in New York or something like that and see how they play, because like they're great all together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you kind of saw Stamkos when Tampa wasn't very good and he was still scoring goals, but yeah, like a Kucherov where he put up over 100 points this year. Like I wonder what he would do.
Over a fucking assist a game, like that's crazy.
Yeah. Fucking what's up, Wayne? Love the Barkov. I love the Barkov love because he doesn't get enough love and he's fucking awesome. Like silently had 96 points. Are you kidding me on Florida? Like nope.
Huberdeau.
Who knew that he had 96?
Season 2.
Yeah, like I mean, they're going to be a decent team this year, but I'm also very happy that Tavares is above Matthews.
I was going to say, so they have Tyler Seguin at 11, and they got Mark Scheifele at number 9. Do you think they had rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to be top 10?
That'd be fucking hilarious. They should come out with a video like the top 20 list, and they're just standing there like fucking top 10, baby.
Here we go.
That's awesome. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, how you guys feel? I mean, top 3. I think that's no doubt.
Yeah, those are never going to change.
No, I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to change. Like when Crosby starts like
McKinnon's going to jump over Crosby at some point.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
But those 3 will be interchangeable for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I'm glad Tavares is over Matthews.
Yeah, that's insane though. You get 5 and 6 on the same team.
Yeah, I mean, well, that just goes to show how good Toronto is, though.
Right.
Thank you.
Only if they can sign some wings or something,
Yeah. Never know. Could see 3 Hawks on that list next year.
Hey.
Uh,
Man, that's gonna be tough though with that current list though too.
Who would it be?
Ryan Carpenter.
Yeah,
Ryan Carpenter.
Forgot about that guy.
All right, let's move on to wings.
I don't like Detroit.
No, I meant Buffalo Wild Wings.
There it is.
B-dubs.
It's
Oh, it is
63rd
Thursday.
Columbus Day. Yeah,
Nice, it is.
there you go.
So for the Wings,
Oh, well, overall on the center, how do you guys feel? Do you
I
think?
felt pretty good about it. The 11-20 was a little off, but I felt overall it was pretty spot on. Definitely should have Taves in there, but whatever.
yeah. I think with the koozie thing, I would have put Taves in. You know, I don't know. Maybe take out Logan Couture.
I don't know about that.
Mm-mm.
Guy's a fucking gamer, man.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Speaking of clutch players, man, he's a fucking clutch
Damn
player.
straight he is.
yeah.
Holy shit. Like
I don't know.
he might be the one that pushes Kane for the most clutch guy in the league. He's not.
Well, this is me
he's
just
definitely
thinking
second.
about how to get Taves onto that list. Like,
Well, it's Kuzi. You know, he got suspended 4 years from the IHF. So
Yeah. Well, talk
be
about a
Taves.
heart and effort guy, though. That's
Yeah.
all Logan Couture, heart and effort.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's all he is.
All right. Well, all good. Wings.
Yeah, Wings.
You want to talk about the 5 that just missed?
Yeah. Do you have
I
those?
got you. Yeah,
Go
I got him. So our boy Alex DeBrincat, just like Jonathan Taves, is just outside that top 20 list, which is kind of a bummer. But you know, it's only his second season, and puts up 41 goals.
Brinks a cat.
Absolutely sick, filthy, disgusting awesomeness. Oh,
I mean, he's got to make the list at some point in his career. Like,
God,
there's
yeah.
no doubt he will.
I think when he breaks 50 Genos this year, he'll probably be on the list next year.
So I was actually thinking about that. Like, he's hitting 50 this year, right?
100%.
Like, he's definitely hitting 50.
I'm sure.
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
Just wanted to make sure.
So after DeBrincat, you got Joe Pavelski, brand new Dallas star.
I keep forgetting about that. That's going to be so weird.
Him and Corey Perry in Stars jerseys is going to be the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Joe Pavelski's been steadily putting up 30-plus goals a season for I have no idea how long.
Long time.
It's crazy.
He's also been in the league for like 13 years or something like that. Like, it's insane how long he's been in the league.
Yeah, he's 35, and he put up 38 fucking goals last year.
Yeah.
Jeez, doesn't lose a step. Sick fucking hands. His upcoming teammate, Jamie Benn, is also on the list. I didn't even realize he only had 53 points last year.
He kind of, I mean, hey, thanks for, the low scoring NHL. He gets to win Art Ross, but I don't know.
Okay.
Ever since that year, he hasn't really been the big player that he was before.
Yeah.
Yeah. With them is Jake Gensel from Pittsburgh.
Oh, you mean the new Chris Kunitz?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
The lucky enough to play with Sidney Crosby, you'll put up points.
The good enough to get the puck to Crosby guy?
Oh no, he put up 40 goals last year.
Yeah, I can put my
The guy
stick on
that's
the
good enough
ice.
to have his stick on the ice and just have it hit him and go in.
He actually, if you watch him, he actually shoots the puck. He doesn't just put the tap-ins in.
Well, he does both, so.
I mean, I'm sure he gets a lot of tap-ins, but he can rip.
Yeah.
And then Elias Lindholm, who, like Calgary with that trade, they fucking won so bad.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, what a fucking line they had.
I mean,
Monahan, Lindholm, and Goudreau.
Did they end up winning, though? They didn't make it as far as Carolina in the playoffs. So
True.
Think about that. I forgot.
Dougie Hamilton just
Yeah.
ditching the play and still getting the W.
Yeah.
Tough.
I mean, those are 5 real good players.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go into the top 20?
Yeah, and then 20-11 starts out with brand new Arizona Coyote Phil Kessel. After
Do you think he brought the USA stuff, or do you think it was part of the house?
No, that's part of
It stays there forever. It's bolted to
He
the
comes
ground.
in and checks on it every
It's
time they're
bolted
in
into the ground.
Pittsburgh.
well,
Hilarious.
the self-portrait, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, he's got like a million of those things.
Yeah, I was gonna say. After Kessel, it's Patrick Laine,
Yeah.
Gabriel Landeskog, Matthew Tkachuk, who is still without a team, Jonathan Huberdeau, Taylor Hall, Vladimir Tarasenko, Mark Stone, Claude Giroux, and Blake Wheeler. 20-11.
It's not too shabby. I'd probably take a Line out of there though.
Yeah.
So
Especially with like how cold he got. Like that's just crazy.
So
18
it's-
in November,
I
and
would
then
have
12 the rest of the season.
swapped Line and DeBrincat.
Hell yeah, I would have.
So I don't know, like, yeah, DeBrincat, like I love DeBrincat. He was very consistent, but the fact that Line was so cold and still put up 30 and he had 18 in 1 month, it just shows like how good of a goal scorer he is. Not saying like that makes him a great winger or anything like that, but I'm just saying like that guy can fucking score goals. Like he's the next Ovi for
Right.
sure.
So
Well,
that's why I want to know how they pick these lists. Are they
Yeah.
picking them based on their careers up to that point, or just based on how their past season
right
had gone?
now, it's just like right now. Like
Who
I
would
don't
you
know.
have, I guess?
I don't
Right.
yeah, who would you have at the moment? I guess.
I don't think they really have a criteria how they pick these because some of them you kind of see for okay, the right now, and then there's kind of guys that's like, okay, it might just be because of their name.
Well,
Yeah.
that was kind of Taze for like last year. I'm pretty sure he was on the list, and it was kind of like, come on.
Right.
But this year he
And this year it's
Deserved
totally
it.
opposite. Right.
right. Let me see. I mean, Kachuk's a fucking gamer, man. I don't know. He could probably be a little bit higher.
Probably.
He's,
What did he get? Like 70
he's-
something points last year?
He's one of my
77.
favorite players to watch play, just because of how much he gets under people's skin, but also like how kind of almost a little bit old school he plays, where he's just fucking grinding hard all the time.
Definitely
I would-
learned to play from his dad. That's for sure.
I would kill for a Kings Flames playoff series.
Oh.
7 games.
Little
Him
Kachuk
and
Doughty
Doughty
action.
going at it the
Oh, yeah.
entire time. I would kill for that.
Yeah, I mean, 34 goals this year, 77 points, and he's just one of the biggest rats in the league right now. Like, but like does it the right way, doesn't like people's faces or anything like that. Just fucking shoves it right up your hoop like he did to Doughty. Like he's just so in Doughty's head, and I've never seen somebody so into Doughty's head. Like that's how good he is at that.
Just absolutely rattled him.
Kind of tough putting Taylor Hall on the list, but at the same time, it's not. Just because
Yeah.
he didn't play it all last year.
Well, he played a little bit, but
Well-
he was definitely hurt for like most of the season.
Yeah, but I mean, he is technically coming off that. Well, he was coming off that, Hart Trophy win, and he
Right.
was dominant for that fucking team. He's gonna
Yeah, the team with no one, and now
Ex-
that team has stacked
someone.
up. He definitely has somebody, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be fun to see what he does. He might jump after this year. He might jump back up towards the top 10.
Yeah,
Mark's-
if they get clicking, oof.
Mark fucking Stone.
I can't believe he's not in the top 10.
Yeah,
Mark Stone.
that's probably the one guy that out of this list that should be up there.
Yeah.
Who you
Yep.
drop out, I don't know, but holy fuck, like
He's the one that, like, even if he doesn't have a point per game, you still know he makes so much more of a difference on the ice defensively because of how sick he is with his stick.
he's so good. Like I remember it was 2 years before he got traded to Vegas. You were like, dude, Mark Stone, he deserves so much money, and we were all like, I don't know. And then he got paid, and he went to Vegas, and we all actually got to watch him play because who the fuck's watching Ottawa play? And I was like, last year, just watching him in Vegas, I think just getting traded to a team that's decent, lit a fire under his
Right.
ass because he was unbelievable to watch. He was so much fun, and he was loving life. Like, you could tell he was just having a blast.
Well, look at the way that he entered Vegas off of that plane.
You mean like this? Hey,
Yes,
Vegas, I'm here.
excited to play.
Welcome to Chili's.
Welcome to Chili's.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, to see who we could possibly knock off that top 10 list, here is the top 10 for Wings. Pasternak, Mikko Rantanen, Artemi Panarin, Johnny Gaudreau, Leon Draisaitl, Mitch Marner, my dog Foley, Brad Marchand, Alex Ovechkin.
He really doesn't
Patrick
like Brad
Kane.
Marchand.
No, he doesn't. Nobody does.
Yeah.
Patrick Kane and Nikita Kucherov.
I'm sorry, who is number 2? Who is
Patrick Kuhn.
yes.
Only
Pooh.
one of the most clutch playoff players.
That guy.
Probably the best
Suck
United
it.
States American.
United States American.
Yeah.
Not the other United States.
Yeah. That's the one.
I mean, looking at it, it's like, who do you
That's
take off
hard.
for Stone, man?
Yeah, that's what's hard. I mean, maybe you bump like Pasternak back and put him at 10, you know?
Yeah.
Or Mikko Rantanen, who he literally had a breakout season. Like, let's see you do it again.
Well, not only that, he was kind of a what?
That was funny. I mean, it was only like a breakout season. Fucking do it again. Maybe we'll put you on the list. I don't know. Maybe we'll let you into our club. You don't know.
This is this is like a multi-season like list, not just like a 1 year. I don't know, like, and Rantanen was one of those guys too where he was kind of streaky, where like there was a lot of the time of the year where he just wasn't doing anything.
Well, he was in first in the league in points for like the first like half or third of the season or something like that.
Yeah, you're welcome, Tanner.
Yeah, thank you. That was a good trade.
Yeah, Ovi for Rantanen, I'd do it all day.
Yeah, straight up, it worked out well.
Yeah, my guy was higher on the list, but whatever.
At the end of the season, maybe.
Yeah,
No, not even. I don't think so.
Whatever.
We'll talk about that later.
Can't wait for this year's fantasy. I got to regain my trophy that's still at my house. I mean,
yeah.
Gaudreau, Panarin, Draisaitl. I mean, would you put Draisaitl above Marner?
I would.
I think so.
I think I would too. Like I love Marner. 94 points compared to 105, and look at the teams that they're on. Mitch Marner's on a line with John Tavares, and look at that power play, and then you compare it to Draisaitl. Granted, he's playing with Connor McDavid.
Yeah, but that's it.
But who the fuck else? Like, you look at the power play units, it's like Nuge, McDavid, and Draisaitl.
Okay, but also at the same
Okay.
time, with somebody like Connor McDavid, do you really need anybody else? It's like Crosby.
Yeah, apparently you do because he's been to the playoffs once.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying as a team thing. I'm saying as a personally.
But when it comes to Draisaitl, I don't think it's all McDavid. Like, he's that good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely great complementary pieces to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's
Well,
where like Mitch Marner has a few more of those pieces with Matthews, Tavares, and if like not like fucking Willie Nylander gets his shit together, which he probably will. He's gonna have a sick
He's
season.
gonna light it up this year. The amount of things he's been saying about I'm gonna dominate this season, like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I'm excited to see that.
But
and
like,
then-
look, if you look at it though, like, yeah, Marner's a very good player, and he was very good, and then John
Absolutely.
Tavares came and he got more points and looked even better. That's how I feel like Draisaitl would be, and just playing with McDavid just makes him look that much better. But he's still that good of a player.
Right. I agree.
Hey, thanks, guys. Did you guys
Wow.
want to talk at all, or do you want me to just keep
No,
going?
you're
we'll
killing
keep
it right
chatting.
now. How do
Hey,
you feel
Ovi.
overall there, though?
Hey, Ovi, what's up? Number 3, 50-goal season again? Why don't they just call him, instead of Ovi, just like Mr. 50?
I
Guy
don't know.
just fucking produces goals. Like, I don't understand when he's going to slow down.
It's hilarious that like he's been putting up so many goals for so long, and you feel like someone would be able to figure it out eventually. Like,
Nope.
nope, not
Nope.
gonna happen. Especially with all the technology we have, that you can watch so much footage on him. You can tweak everything with all the stats that we have. You can put out your best defensive players. Like, you can do whatever you want, and it does not matter.
Nope.
He is going to score, and he is going to score 50.
And a lot of those are going to be on the power play from a 1T. And
Yeah.
it's funny on that power play because it's like, yeah, go ahead, cover Ovi and have a guy stand there. It's a fucking 4-on-3 with Backstrom, Oshie, John Carlson up top. Like, it's fucking stacked.
Kuzi.
Like, and Kuzi, yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Patrick Kane, number 2. I mean, the only way you're going to beat him is if, you know, you go and win the Hart and the Art Ross and stuff.
If
whatever.
you put up more points yourself than your actual team does when they finish first, and almost set the record.
Only way you're beating Patrick Kane on best winger right now.
Yeah.
And hey, who's making more money?
Oh, that's right. I mean,
He
but
has a bigger
after
cap
taxes-
hit. He has a bigger cap hit. I knew you were gonna say that. He's got a bigger cap hit. I mean,
No,
to be
he's-
fair, Panarin has a bigger cap hit than Kaner, but we all know,
Yeah.
True.
Kaner helped him out. Whatever.
So how do we feel overall? Good, bad, ugly?
I think
It's. I feel like it's hard with wingers because there's right wings and left wings, so it's literally double
Yeah.
amount of players. So it's difficult, but I think overall it's pretty
spot on.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
It's a lot of like interchanging within those top 20.
That's what I felt more than the center one. It was more so just moving some people around rather than taking people out and subbing
Right.
others.
Cheer.
All right, top 20D.
You're a defenseman on the bubble.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go.
Guess who we got? I don't know. That's all right. So defenseman on the bubble is going to be Rasmus Dahlin, who was it his rookie season last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, number 1.
Not too bad, but when you're playing on a team that pretty much has no defense and you're playing all the time.
Yeah, but he's got Yoki Haru now.
Yeah. And Rasmus Ristolainen just said, I don't know where I'll be, but I'll be on an NHL team by the time training camp starts. It's like, oh, okay. So he's just outside that list. Thomas Chabot, who had a sick fucking rookie season too. Was it his rookie season or no?
I don't think
Maybe
was
not.
last year.
Oh, no. Okay, it's not. It was like his second year. But
Still.
he's filthy.
Yeah.
Tyson Barrie. Leafs new defenseman Tyson Barrie.
You mean
Just missed the list.
future Stanley Cup winner?
Yeah. With some other team probably. Dustin Byfuglien. And then Jacob Slavin. I don't know. Dude, I don't get to watch Carolina too much, but I hear from all, like, if anything's ever said about Carolina and their defense, it's Slavin is fucking sick. And, like, he doesn't have the most points. I think it said he put up 31, but it's just like defensive dynamo. And it's like, I love seeing stuff like that where
He was their best player in the playoffs.
yeah,
They wouldn't stop talking about him.
he's good. So,
Yeah, it's just the battle of the low market teams. You don't get to see these guys or hear much about them, really. I mean, you do hear things about them, but it's not much. He's definitely their best player, and that's about all you get out of it.
especially with him when he's not a player that produces points, it's hard to hear about him or see him in highlights when he's just playing so solid hockey defensively.
Like a Calvin DeHaan.
Yeah. Maybe he got to learn from him. Yeah, so those are the 5 that just missed.
Top 20.
As well as Seabrook and Keith.
Oh, God.
Actually,
Top 20.
No, actually, Keith made the list. He's number 0. He's above everyone.
There you go.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Drive all time.
Must be that ice time he gets.
Yeah. Starting out with Zach Werenski at number 20. Colton Parayko, Ryan Suter, Miro Heiskanen, Torrey Krug, Jacob Trouba, Charlie McAvoy, PK Subban, John Klingberg, and Alex Pietrangelo from 20 to 11. Just right off the bat, happy they got Miro Heiskanen in there.
Yeah.
And he's like pretty, not like high up, but like he's not 20.
No.
And boy, is that fucking kid good.
He's good.
I was listening to
Watch.
the NHL Network on Sirius the other day, and they were at the BioSteel camp, and they were interviewing Sagan, and they were like, how good is this Miro Heiskanen kid? And he goes, shh, I don't want anybody to know. Like, he cannot know he's this good. Like, we need him to stay. Like, we can't lose him. Like, he's so fucking good at hockey. Like, he's fun to fucking watch, man. That kid's going to be really good.
I think he might be pushing for, like, probably best player out of that draft with Nico Hischier and Nolan Patrick going 1 and 2 and him going 3. It's secret sleeper right there, even though he went 3. Like, what a pickup for Dallas, especially to just have him and fucking John Klingberg on the back end. Just nasty to have, like, for the future.
Yeah, and Roman Polak.
Oh, yes.
Dope. Glad to see Ryan Suter on the list. Just because those guys don't really make the list anymore, I feel like the actual like solid stay-at-home D guys.
Yeah.
It's good to see him on the list. I think he's still a very good player. I don't think he's worth the $100 million contract for another 10 more years or whatever it is.
Well, he eats up so many minutes that, you know, like some people say he's still on ice till this day. Like he's never left it. So.
Yeah, he actually. That's why he went to Minnesota. He just wanted to skate home after the game.
He's just wrapping up that on ice, man.
I don't know how I feel about Trouba.
That's what I was just about to ask. I don't understand the hype around him. He's good. I don't think he's as good as people are making him out to be.
I feel the same way. And, like, it's going to be interesting to see him in New York where they don't have that great a D around him. When he was in Winnipeg, like, they had solid D. Winnipeg's D is kind of struggling right now.
Gone now.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does in New York.
Yeah, I think it's also kind of weird because all we've really heard about him is the whole, like, contract holdouts the last, like, 2 years. And, like,
wanting to get traded and not be in Winnipeg.
Not really watching him play because we don't really watch Winnipeg, you know?
Right. How do you guys feel about Werenski? Because I feel like he's one of those guys who's either super, super good or not so great.
I like him. I think he's a good player. I don't know. He maybe didn't. I wish I would have had his stats from like the previous year.
Yeah,
but,
I think Seth Jones is definitely better than he is, for sure. But I feel like they feed off of each other really nicely as a pair.
Yeah.
But I feel also that Werenski is much more, inconsistent.
Also without a contract.
Yeah.
What's that?
He doesn't have a contract either.
Yeah.
No, yeah. He's an artist.
Yeah, he definitely feeds off Seth Jones more than Seth Jones does.
Well, Seth Jones doesn't need to feed off of anybody. The guy just out there to do his own thing, and
he feeds everybody. He doesn't need to feed off anyone.
So his 3 seasons, he's put up 47, 37, 44 points.
So he's solid defenseman, man. Like, what's his plus minus look like? Even though it's not like that great of a stat, I know it's probably just right there though.
So he was 17 his first year, 8 previous year, and then last year he was a minus 12.
Woof.
Oh. Hard times.
I mean, that could be just a spike in minutes. See more ice time, so he's out there for more goals against. But
yikes!
He was a +3 in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, well, they swept.
Yeah,
first round.
Yeah. Another guy without a contract, Charlie Mack.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Really interesting.
They're very high on him in Boston. I thought he would for sure be signed like last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His agent's probably really smart.
Apparently the pasta didn't rub off on him on the I'm just happy to be playing. Okay, bud. Take less than $6 million then.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know. Like, I think he's a very good player. I think he's a low-key scumbag, just like the rest of the Bruins. But
so
he's still a good player.
Looking at Cap Friendly, 1, they changed their site and that's awesome. 2, McAvoy is not eligible for an offer sheet because he hasn't played enough, the necessary amount of professional seasons required for Group 2 RFA status.
What?
So I think because he came in during the playoffs 1 year, didn't he? It technically counted against his year, but he didn't get a full year of professional hockey.
So literally, Boston can do whatever the fuck they want.
That's weird.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Give him a bridge deal.
That's not a thing anymore, apparently.
No, trade him for Mitch Marner.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think Boston and Toronto would ever make a trade.
Yeah, but like offer sheets and stuff. These are things that happen. He's definitely going to the island.
For sure.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
They all are. All 9 big RFAs are going to the island.
Panarin actually signed in New York just to get traded to the island.
There you go.
He's going too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, top 10.
Starting out with Chris Letang, Drew Doughty after him, Roman Josi, Morgan Riley, John Carlson, Seth Jones, Eric Carlson, Mark Giordano, Victor Hedman, Brent Burns.
How
There's a lot going on here.
Yep.
is Drew Doughty to be 9th and Brett Burns number 1 after Doughty just went off on him?
Do you think they just did that on purpose? Matthew Tkachuk was like, "Hey, I'll give you $1 million if you fucking do this."
It would have been funny if they put him at like
doesn't have
20.
a contract to give Mill out to.
Yeah. Chris Letang at 10.
No.
Hell no.
He's solid, I guess.
I mean,
Healthy.
he's a good player, and he was very good during their cup runs. But I don't know. Top 10, I don't see it.
No.
Petrangelo. Oh, God, I cannot fucking say names.
Petrangelo.
Petrangelo?
I think he should be top 10.
Yeah.
Petrangelo took like half the season off, didn't he?
I don't
Just like
know.
all the rest of the Blues besides Ryan O'Reilly.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
And like Toronto was going to trade for him.
yeah. Remember when everybody was up for grabs?
Yeah.
Drew Doughty, there's no way Drew Doughty's 9. I know he was
No.
on a shitty LA Kings team. His plus minus was probably atrocious. There's no way Drew Doughty is 9. He is top 3 in my book, honestly. I mean, you could throw top 5 and I'd be happy, but he's top 3 to me.
I think top 3 should be Hedman, Giordano, Doughty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Throw
on
Burns behind him, maybe, but
that bandwagon.
yeah. Thoughts on Eric Carlson being 4 though.
Well, I was just gonna say Yossi. I'm so happy he's up there. He's a great defenseman. Morgan Riley, I'm very happy he's up there. He's kind of underrated, but kind of overrated. But like I think he's still very good. John Carlson too. He doesn't get much love. He's a great fucking player.
You're saying Morgan Riley is rated?
He is a rated person. Yeah, I would definitely say he's rated 7th.
Okay, there you go.
Seth Jones in the top 5, perfect. That's great.
Seth Jones is very, very good.
And then we get to the top 4, and 2 of those guys, I don't know if they belong up there.
No, they don't.
Well, here's the thing. I'm cool with Eric Carlson being 4 if it's absolutely healthy Eric Carlson.
Peak Eric Carlson. Right.
Not peak
Not
Eric
even-
Carlson. Healthy. Just healthy.
He's not even 4 then. He's top 3.
Yeah. Not fighting a foot injury, not fighting anything else that's nagging. Honestly, even like with a foot injury, if he's playing in the playoffs, he's probably top 2 because if it's playoffs, man's unreal. But it's like if he's going into the season and it's a right now thing and he's not healthy, I don't think he's top 5.
I just watched that video the other day of the sauce pass that he had to Michael Hoffman against Boston.
And then it led to
That's one of the most incredible
the
videos.
Forsberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Yeah, there's
Send that
no
pass from
way.
San Jose all the way to Florida.
I get it because Hoffman went from San Jose to Florida. No way in hell Brent Burns is 1.
No.
There's no way in hell.
No shot.
We're talking points here, and then
Not
there
personality.
you go. There he's 1, but
I
we're
mean,
talking defense.
to me, Victor Hedman, Drew Doughty, those are your top 2.
Yep.
100%.
Put them in whatever order you want. Those are your top 2. I love Giordano at 3, and like you said, I'm okay with Carlson at 4.
Oh, you
Burns.
know what? You know what pisses me off? I just realized.
Who's
No
not on
Keith
the list?
Yandel. No Keith Yandel.
Keith. Yeah, he doesn't get much love.
No, he really doesn't.
No,
You know what? I
he doesn't.
think he kind of likes it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird for a Boston guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Keith Yandel is one of the guys I would say is probably should be like on that list. At least the bubble, you know. Like,
I still like OEL in Arizona. I still think he's a
and
a
Ekman
great
Larson.
guy.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if he's top 20, but I think he should be at least mentioned, man. He's been stellar for them for a long time, even for shitty teams. He's been good.
Dude, fucking Keith Yandel put up 62 points last year.
I know. He was
Jeez.
unreal for Florida.
Even after
Yeah.
OEL got attacked by his dog and had to get a bunch of stitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, now you guys can go like have fun together or whatever. Go ahead and talk.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Um,
I
Can
think
I
there's
just
any
ask-
offense.
instead of like how they do top 20 for everything else and they do top 10 for goalies, shouldn't it be like top 15 instead of top 10?
Yeah, why not?
I feel like I don't know. You can get like half.
At the league, you want almost like
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just wondering. I mean, I don't.
it's harder though
'Cause I
because
feel like there's a lot of goalies that could be up there.
there's only one starting goalie though on every team, so I mean that's a little bit harder.
And that's if you're
Wanted to
lucky.
go- Huh?
I mean,
So that's if you're lucky. You can be like New Jersey and have like backups.
Yeah, I know.
or Philly and have 8 goalies.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
No.
so who
Um,
the top 10 goalies quotes?
was there a bubble for the top 10 or no?
Wait, let me check. I think there was. Nah, yeah, there is. Oh, yeah, there is. It's Freddie Anderson, Connor Hellebuck, Matt Murray, Robin Lehner, and then Carter Hart.
Oh, interesting that
Um,
they had Carter Hart on there already.
Yeah.
And he only
How
played a little bit of the season.
is Freddie not on there?
I don't know, on the top 10. Well,
Yeah.
he's top 15, like you wanted.
Well, there we go. See, I just wanted him to get some love. That's what I was aiming for.
He's
Also-
11, I think.
How is Crawford not up there? At least mentioned.
It's because he hasn't had a full season in 2 years. That's why.
So what? Taylor
Well,
Hall was
that's
out all
bullshit.
last year.
Carter Hart wasn't even a full season, and neither was Jordan Binnington.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
How is Crawford not up there? Like he's fucking good, and at
He's
the end of
never
the year,
gotten
he
the
was
love.
very good. I know. I don't
Well-
get it. He's one of the best goalies in the fucking
How
league.
many games did he play?
I don't know. I'll pull
Anybody
it
know
up.
off the top of their head?
I'll pull it up.
Because apparently Carter Hart played 31. That's more than I definitely thought he played.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
did not think
Bennington
that
didn't
he
start
played
till
all-
January.
Yeah.
Crow had 39.
Oh Jesus! And like
That's a
that
lot
team
more
has
than I thought as well. That's half a
that
season.
dog shit defense too.
That's like 20 less than a starter. No, that's like 10 less than 15 less than a starter. About 45 games
Barely
Yeah.
fucking.
or 55 games.
Oh yeah. Well, like 45 to 55 is probably like that sweet spot.
Well,
Yeah,
his
that's what I'm
sweet
saying.
spot is typically right around like 50 to 55. That's typically
Yeah.
where he's at.
And he had 39.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Wow.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
And
mean,
also,
I guess he only had
Robin
14
Lehner-
wins.
I was gonna say, and Robin Lehner just came off of a Vezina fucking nomination season. Like, how are you not gonna put him top 10 too?
Mm-hmm.
The back.
And,
Well,
and him and Thomas Greiss just won the Jennings Trophy for.
I was
least-
just gonna say, didn't they win that trophy too?
yeah.
Yep.
And of those 14 wins for Corey Crawford, I could pretty much guarantee probably 11, maybe even 12 of them came after he came back the second time when they didn't suck ass.
Yeah.
You know?
towards the end of the season.
Right. Top 10, starting at number 10, John Gibson, Pecorine, Jordan Binnington, Braden Holtby, Marc-Andre Fleury, Tuukka Rask, Carey Price, Ben Bishop, Sergei Bobrovsky, and Andrei Vasilevsky.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
And the native tongue.
Yes, I appreciate that. So why is Jordan Binnington on this list? I don't care that he's won a Stanley Cup. Why is he on this list?
I that's what I would like to know as well.
And
He went
Eight?
24-5-1 on a team of destiny, basically, from January. Like,
I don't know. I mean, it's if you're gonna make a list, I guess you can't not have him on there after the season he had.
Right.
But at the same time, it goes back to what is this based off of? Because if it's based off of right now, I'm not taking Binnington over a lot of guys. Like I'm taking Freddie, I'm taking Crawford, I'm probably taking maybe even Carter Hart. Like I don't know.
dude, he and didn't even like where's his playoff stats? He didn't even do that well in the playoffs.
He really
he was like one of the worst playoff goalies to win the Stanley Cup in like recent history.
Yeah,
Like, with-
and
It's crazy.
yeah, I don't know.
I feel like he's going to be like an Anthony Niemi, where that
Cam
first
Ward.
year
Cam Ward.
Everything went right for him. Yeah, Cam Ward. Everything went right for him. He had a great team in front of him that he caught at the right time. Like you said, it was a team of destiny where pretty much nothing was going to stop them, no matter what. That's just the way that shit goes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed
The 2010 Hawks, like you knew they were winning the cup.
Exactly. I can guarantee next year he's not going to be nearly as good as he was this year. Now, I'm not saying that he's a bad goalie by any means.
Right.
I'm just saying that there's no way he's a top 10 goaltender. He is not number 8 out of 31 starting goaltenders.
Well, I don't think that there's any way in hell the St. Louis in his first 30 games is going 24-5-1.
No way.
Like, not even fucking close. Like,
this is going to be one of those things where in January we're going to look at it just like with Dylan Strom, and we're going to be like, oh, fuck, he's 25-3-1. God damn it.
Yeah,
well,
and then it's going to be a reverse of this past season, and they're going to be in first place in January and not make the playoffs. That's fine with
yeah, hilarious.
But also, like, you want to say, oh, but like I hope he does well. I don't. Fuck the Blues.
I really
I hope he doesn't.
I really don't.
Also, I was thinking, I want to blame the Blues on the Hawks not making the playoffs because the Hawks were doing what the Blues did, but the Blues just did it a lot better. Like making that run. Like the Hawks were the team that was streaking towards the playoffs, and then the Blues are just like, no, I got it. And it's like
their train was just chugging a little bit harder.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck the Blues. That's the moral of the story.
I feel that Tuukka's a bit too high.
Yeah. You think Tuukka's like too high?
I don't think he should be number 5. I think he should be pushed back to maybe flip him and Marc-Andre.
It's Tuukka Rask is like the goalie that gets shit on the most and has like just always been so solid.
He's very good. I don't disagree with that, but
his playoffs this year was just crazy.
Phenomenal.
His numbers were insane.
He's probably the reason they made it as far as they did. He was so good for them. And everybody shits on him, like you said.
Yeah.
Especially when playoffs come around. But it's like, I mean, if the team's not doing it around him, he can't do everything himself.
Yeah. Happy to see Ben Bishop at number 3. He definitely deserves that after the year he had last year.
Yeah, I told you he's going to make the playoffs this year with a healthy Ben Bishop.
He wasn't even healthy, so thanks, Anton Khudobin. Thanks, Anton Khudobin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, Kudoba.
Ben Bishop was also a Vezina finalist, so no big deal.
Yeah, in almost the same amount of games as Crawford. Just kidding, it wasn't. It wasn't even close.
He played a starter amount of games.
He had 7 shutouts, though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He had less than a 2 goals against average, too.
Yeah.
Bob and Vazzy, how do you guys feel about that?
I feel perfectly fine. Top 4, I feel perfectly fine with.
Well, the top 3, it makes sense that like they're all Vezina like nominees. The past 2 seasons.
It's because of the no state income tax. That's why they play so well.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Bob just got there. So, how do you guys feel? How do you feel about Bob in Florida? Like, do you think he's going to do really well down there?
Oh, I really do. I think he's going to absolutely kill it.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be the perfect storm down there.
Oh, hey, Jarom. You think it's going to be a perfect storm?
Why? Because there's a hurricane going on? Real nice.
Yeah, that's very insensitive.
Oh, wow. Really tough moment to bring that up. Zach.
Really nice, Jarom. Say 3 words.
That's insensitive. Yep. Go ahead and mute yourself. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you talking's a natural disaster.
Take the video away. So bad. So bad.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because I don't know. I feel like he got his big contract. That's what he was kind of playing for last year, I feel like. And I don't know. He's a very good goalie, but I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about it. Their D down there isn't very defensive, which I guess in Columbus it wasn't very.
You could say the same thing with Columbus.
Yeah,
but in Columbus you have you have Seth Jones, and then in Florida you have Aaron Ekblad.
Yeah, and then you got Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Keith.
So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I mean, he's virtually in the same situation. Maybe even a little bit more offensively talented.
Yeah, they're going to be more
Definitely.
offensive talented because they
Definitely.
have Barkov and they have Huberdeau and like Trocheck
Vinny
and
Trocheck, yeah.
Columbus just lost
Defensively, he's in
everyone.
the same situation. Offensively, he upgraded. So if he's able to make the saves that he's supposed to make, they're going to win a lot more games, and they won a lot of games out in Columbus.
Yeah,
And they've got Q behind the bench.
that's true.
You effect.
Oh, man.
That's going to be a
What a
good
fun
team.
year.
I'm telling you right now, that's going to be a really good team.
Well, that's if Bob shows up. You know, he's already got his money.
hmm
That's what I'm saying, man. Those Russians, I don't know. You can never trust those Russians.
I heard they do a lot of blow.
He got his money
They
in
do blow a
Columbus
lot.
too, though.
Yeah.
But
What?
it was like a contract year. But he was like, I don't know. I think he'll do okay. I think he'll do good.
Yeah.
But he's not getting any younger. So if he gets hurt,
No.
like, who's their backup now? If he gets hurt,
Not James Reimer. They let him go.
No,
Yeah.
Bobby
they traded him to Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna
for
bump-
Scott Darling.
They just picked somebody up.
Also, how do you feel about Vasilevsky 1? I know you kind of have to. Because
He's
look at his
filthy.
numbers.
I absolutely agree
He's
with
so
that.
good.
Without a doubt in my mind.
But look at the team he's on.
That doesn't matter.
Have you seen the saves that he makes? Like,
Did you see him in the playoffs?
good. Okay, well, did you see that team in the playoffs?
Yeah, but if he's that good, he can fucking
Now in that team,
supposed to be that good. He can win a round for
Not
you.
the way that they played. They were horrific. They
We
imploded.
didn't lose the playoffs for him though. Like the
No.
whole team played like shit.
I
Yeah.
know they did, but there were some goals that like he gave up, and it's like those could be turning points where
He
if
was
makes
also
a
hurt,
save,
though.
That's big. So was Ben Bishop, and he got him to the Stanley Cup final in 2015.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
that's
wasn't
right.
hurt that entire time.
Most of it. I don't know.
I don't think he
I don't
was.
know. I just feel like a lot of guys could do well on that team. And
The-
who was their
Price.
backup last year?
For
in
what?
Tampa, Louis Domingue.
For yeah,
Yeah,
Louis
Louis
Domingue. I mean, look at his numbers last year. He's fucking.
he's
His numbers
doing
were
good.
awesome. Like,
Yeah.
and it's Louis Domingue. Like, come on.
Right, but I mean,
But
if
he
you,
was better off as the bouncer of the club in their locker room.
I was gonna say if you want to
True.
compare like their stats between him and Louis Domingue, you'd probably see Vasilevsky has like much better stats too, like throughout that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just, I don't know, kind
Same
of playing
team,
devil's
different goal.
advocate.
Yeah,
Well, and the other thing too with Vasilevsky that I feel kind of sets him apart, and Tanner kind of said it. The saves that he makes, you can almost see kind of like the thought process, like the one where he made that save behind the back against the LA Kings.
against Kopitar.
Exactly, he knew exactly what he was doing the moment that puck changed direction. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He just needed to plan it out and time the whole thing. That's why I literally just love watching goalies play, just because you could see what their thought process is. You're like, fuck, that was smart. That's what Dominik Hasek was. Dominik Hasek was the exact same way.
I don't even know if he was smart. I feel like he just was like, brain off, stop that shit. Like,
Yeah, Rain Man. I don't know. No, I really love watching Vasilevsky play. He's just a lot of fun to watch. So,
absolutely. Well,
that's it.
I was gonna
Or-
say it's still kind of surprising. Carey Price is at 4. He's so good still.
Yeah.
He's so good. Like I honestly wouldn't if it was Carey Price and Vasilevsky on the same team, I would take Carey Price over Vasilevsky.
I would
So,
as well. Just
That's how-
because of how steady he is.
Yeah.
I definitely would as well.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Right. I don't know. It's weird. You put them all. You put Bob, Price, and Vasilevsky, and Ben Bishop all in the same team, same situations. I'd probably take Price actually.
You're starting
all.
Carey Price. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Though, you know,
Yeah.
you throw Carey Price on Tampa.
That's not what's going to happen though. So
No, but how do you feel like that first round last year against Columbus? Carey Price is in that. He's making those saves.
I don't know. Yes and no. They might still lose, but I don't know.
I don't think they're getting swept.
No, they're definitely not getting swept, but I think
Yeah.
they still lose.
that's true.
So Jarom, CBA update.
Yes.
What we got there?
So there was a report today that the NHLPA Executive Board plus a couple players are going to meet Wednesday in Chicago for a CBA update. Players have until September 15th to decide if the CBA opt-out for 2020. NHL has until Sunday to make the same decision. So by the end of this weekend, we should know if the NHL is going to stay in their CBA with this current CBA agreement. And by the 15th, we should hear if the players want to stay with it. So we should know very soon whether they're looking at a lockout or not.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, cross our fingers.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can allow a lockout again. There's no way in hell there's a lockout.
You gotta have
That's
one
what we
every
said
10
last
years.
time.
That you just can't. You can't allow it. Like the way the game's going, how much interest it's been getting, how much you're actually growing the game, you can't fucking stop now. You just can't.
Can the RFA, do you think, be a huge?
It's gotta be. It's
Yeah.
gotta be.
Something's got to fucking change with that.
I wonder if they'll do something where like first contract out of your rookie contract maybe has a maximum or something, just so that teams can keep their drafted players.
Or it's
then-
like you can go up to 3 years or 8. Like 1 through 3 or 8.
It's, I don't know. They'll have to get creative.
Yeah, for sure. Well, cross your fingers. Hope that there is another lockout. So,
Right.
2 retired players in the past week. Former Blackhawk for a year, Cam Ward, signed a 1-day contract with Carolina, will retire as a Hurricane. Probably the best decision for him, to be quite honest with you. If he would have been able to find a job, he would have been signed by now. So,
I'm sure he's got a job in Carolina doing something for him too.
yeah, for sure. So, I'm glad to see he went back to where he started. And Ben Lovejoy, journeyman, Ben Lovejoy, ended up retiring as well. So,
500 games played.
yeah, kind of crazy. I didn't realize that he was around for so long.
Stanley Cup too. Only thing I remember about him is him getting hit in the face, and then they go on the plane and his face blew up because of the pressure.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I remember about Ben Lovejoy.
Yeah, hilarious.
There's one thing about Cam I wanted to bring up. Real quick. Very first thing.
Is it the Jordan Bennington's the next Cam Ward? Is that what it was?
You've been sitting here this whole time. You don't have it. You don't have it up already.
I did not think we were going to get this far. Get to actually. No, it's like his very first game. He went to a shootout, and he went up against.
Oh yeah.
Don't let Jarom tell it.
It was the Penguins, I think.
Cut him off.
I think he said he went up against
Mario,
Crosby, and Ziggy Palffy.
Oh
Jesus.
Yeah, I think he said those are the ones, and they won. He stopped them all, and they won. So, also, I forgot this. When I was going through that Reddit thing, the Kane Reddit thing, sorry.
Yeah.
The Kane Reddit thing, I was scrolling, and you know how you could see, like, other topics underneath? Did you guys see the one about the Cam Ward promoted tweet by the Carolina Hurricanes in Edmonton?
Yeah.
I did see that. That's hilarious.
That one was hilarious. It's a promoted tweet that Carolina has that's in Alberta, Edmonton.
Well, I think it's in more places, but it might just be it popped up in Alberta, in Edmonton.
Right. I guess it's close to his hometown in Alberta, which
Okay.
I guess is kind of why they did that. But it's literally just a video of him robbing Fernando Pisani in the Stanley Cup final in 06. So I thought that was really funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. And they're just like, Carolina has absolutely no chill.
Yeah, a bunch of jerks.
Bunch of jerks. Well, that's it. That's all I got.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening.
This was 71, the backwards 17.
The backwards opposite of 17 with the stuff.
When you turn around and you look at 17, it says 71 backwards in the Well, thanks for listening. If I know the lists have been out for a while, but if you have any feeling towards anything that we said or your own feeling of who should be in the top of any list, please let us know.
Yeah.
We can bring it up next episode, or we can go tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
we can do one or the other, but we'd like to hear.
Also, give us your top 10 lists on mascots too. We want to know.
Nobody wants to know now.
We need more mascot talk.
We need more mascot talk. So give me your top 10 on your
I need
mascots.
more cowbell.
All right, I need to get off.
Right. I love you.
Bye, everybody.
Love you. Bye.
Follow the boys on Twitter at WCBPodcast, on Instagram at WCBPodcast, and like them on Facebook, the Windy City Benders Podcast.